Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this special video series where we journey verse by verse through Surah Al-Baqarah, the longest chapter of the Quran filled with divine wisdom, guidance and life lessons. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today we are covering verses 84 to 88. Verse 84, the covenant to do justice. And recall when we took your covenant, saying, do not shed each other's blood or evict one another from your homes. Then you acknowledged this while you were witnessing. Explanation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds Bani Israel of a specific part of their covenant, not to kill or displace one another. They accepted this commitment openly and publicly. What this means for us: justice and community responsibility are essential parts of faith. Keep your promises with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and others. Verse 85, breaking the covenant selectively. Then you are those same ones who are killing one another and evicting a party of your people from their homes, cooperating against them in sin and aggression. And if they come to you as captives, you ransom them, although their eviction was forbidden to you. So, do you believe in part of the scripture and disbelieve in part? Then what is the recompense for those who do that among you, except disgrace in worldly life? And on the day of resurrection, they will be sent back to the severest of punishment. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not unaware of what you do. Explanation. This verse highlights their hypocrisy, violating part of the covenant while pretending to uphold it. They would kill and expel fellow believers, but then pay ransom to rescue them for worldly gain. What this means for us: Islam is not a pick and choose religion. Apply all of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's guidance with sincerity. Verse 86, trading the afterlife. Those are the ones who have bought the life of this world in exchange for the hereafter, so the punishment will not be lightened for them, nor will they be aided. Explanation. They preferred worldly gains over the hereafter. Their actions reflect this trade, abandoning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's commands for temporary benefit. The punishment is both certain and unrelieved. What this means for us: don't trade eternal success for short-term gains. Value the hereafter above all. Verse 87, rejection of prophets. And we did certainly give Moses the scripture and followed up after him with messengers. And we gave Prophet Isa, the son of Mary, clear proofs and supported him with the pure spirit. But is it not that every time a messenger came to you with what your souls did not desire, you were arrogant, and a part of messengers you denied, and another part you killed? Explanation. This verse describes a historical pattern, rejecting prophets who brought inconvenient truths. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds them that many prophets were sent, including Prophet Isa alayhi salam. But instead of submission, they responded with arrogance and violence. What this means for us: submit to truth even when it challenges your desires. Don't repeat the mistakes of the past. Verse 88, hearts enveloped. And they said, our hearts are wrapped. But in fact, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has cursed them for their disbelief. So little is it that they believe. Explanation. They claimed that their hearts were sealed, pretending this was a natural state. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says it is a punishment for their rejection. Their disbelief is self-imposed and reinforced by divine justice. What this means for us: a closed heart is not an excuse. It's often the result of persistent rejection of truth. Stay open to guidance. So, if you're truly serious about your faith, make a sincere commitment. Follow this series from beginning to end, one verse at a time, one transformation at a time. Let's walk this journey together and bring the Quran into our hearts and lives. If you find this video helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with others and let the reward multiply. Like, comment and subscribe so you never miss a verse, a reminder or a chance to grow. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen.